Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
You know me, man. I'm Barry Bonds with Mines. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pressure Podcast. Happy Thursday, baby. It's a Thursday night edition. Let's get it.
Give me a hell yeah!
Coming to you on a day where Micah Parsons is now the highest paid non-QB ever.
What the fuck?
It's a tune of $188 million extension. $47 million per year. Now, I saw this coming. Big pause. But who's paying him, I didn't see coming. I thought he was going to stay a Cowboy. I honestly thought he was going to stay a Cowboy.
Cool, nigga.
But apparently not. Apparently it's Green Bay now. Good thing we didn't do our predictions on the divisions and all that shit before this happened, right?
Dumb man sass, nigga. Dumb man sass.
Because, damn, we will have to do a lot of reshuffling. But see, this is why I like to wait till the very, very, very last few days to do the draft, to make predictions and all this shit, because you never know. In the QFL, in the NBA, in the N3A is what I call it. In baseball and hockey and a lot of sports, you got to wait till the dust settles before you make any predictions or any trades or any draft when you're doing fantasy, just because of trades and stuff like that and injuries.
I'll be completely honest. This is a great move. This is a great move for Green Bay because you don't really have like a pass rusher on Green Bay like that's known. So this is great for them, but I'm not sure if that makes them better, because the problem with Green Bay to me is the quarterback gonna, how do you say, become better, basically. Like, tune in on his skills, his skill set. I don't know. I feel like the reason why what's holding them back is Jordan Love, in my opinion. So this is a great move, but I think Green Bay's defense was already pretty damn good. And this makes them better, but it doesn't
Move the needle?
Yeah, nah. But I do like it. I like it for the defense. It's great for the defense.
Well, we will dive into it. Without further ado, we are coming to you live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Cope.
LeBron.
We are rated M for millennials. This is the Pressure Podcast live on midnights, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Pressure Podcast live on YouTube. We are the Pressure Podcast where viewer has say. We will send you a web link so you could get your webcam on and you could hop on and give us your take. Money. This is rated M for millennials, and this is Top 10 Thursday. Thursdays, we like to do a bunch of top 10 things. We're going to do the top 10 fantasy quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs. And we also, at the end, we're going to hit the top 10 nerd movies of all time of ours. But obviously, shit done changed. Micah traded to the fucking Green Bay Packers. Now, he just stated that he doesn't think it moves the needle much because he doesn't think the Packers needed it on defense. It just makes him better, obviously. He felt that what held him back was Jordan Love. And I don't think that is the case, but viewing the same thing, two things can be true. My thing was wide receivers. I think the Packers are lacking in the wide receiver area. They don't have guys that could get open consistently and help Jordan Love out. That's what I think. Maybe it is Jordan Love. Maybe it's the receivers. Maybe it's a little bit of both. But Micah Parsons doesn't help either or.
Be cool, nigga.
Micah Parsons helps in pass rush, which Green Bay will gladly take. But you said this is still a win for Green Bay?
I say it's a win because, you're just adding more to what you already have, and they don't have that pass rusher. Like, if I really, think about their defense, they don't really have a pass rusher like that. They're more like linebacker heavy to me. Like that's where I think they thrive with their linebackers,
And
pass rushing.
was it for the Cowboys and Jerry Jones?
Goddamn white boy.
Too early to say. To me, I can't say that it's a loss for the Cowboys just yet because they got 2 first rounders.
I don't think it's a loss for the Cowboys. I actually think they won in this one because
They saved money.
To me, they save money. They get rid of a headache because at the end of the day, that's just a distraction to the team. So and their morale as well. So I think that helps a lot as far as just staying focused on the goal at hand. And we'll see what happens from now. They got 2 first round picks. So if they decide let's just like tank this year, whatever it is, and then hey, Archie Manning maybe.
Archie Manning ain't coming out this year. He already said that.
Well, whatever quarterback is there. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm guessing that's why they made this move was to say kind of like we're just retooling, pretty much.
Yeah.
At certain positions.
Well, for those who've never heard of the Great Train Robbery, there's a documentary out on Netflix about the Dallas Cowboys. It's called America's Team, The Gambler, which is Jerry Jones. He's a gambler. He doesn't gamble with his money, but he does gamble with his business. And they showed how when he first got to the Cowboys, the first thing he did was fire Tom Landry, who had been the only coach the Cowboys have ever known from the moment they came up in 1962 all the way up to 1989. Yeah, 1989. So from 62 to 89, the only coach the Cowboys ever had was Tom Landry. He's beloved there. But when Jerry Jones bought the team in 89, he wanted his own guy who was a coach at the University of Miami. He used to be his teammate in the University of Arkansas.
Yeah.
They used to be teammates in football. They're world champions. But this is way back. This is in the 1950s, 60s, how old those guys are. So this is before the Cowboys even existed. They were teammates, okay? So he hired his own guy. Nobody liked it. Because that was the only coach they ever known. So obviously that's the reaction that you expect. The only good player they had at the time was 2. It was a rookie they had just got from the University of Miami, who was just being coached by the guy that they just hired, and Michael Irvin, they call him the playmaker. He's one of the greatest receivers of all time. Have you ever seen the movie The Longest Yard with Chris Rock in them and Adam Sandler? He's the big muscular guy that slaps or elbows Adam Sandler while they play basketball. Yeah,
bitch.
That's Michael Irvin. That's the playmaker. So it's him, a rookie, and Herschel Walker, who was a running back, great all-time running back. He decided to trade Herschel Walker to the Minnesota Vikings for 4 players who were nobodies. And everybody thought, what the hell is he doing? What is his owner doing? What is Woody Johnson doing? Nobody liked the move, okay? Nobody liked the change of coaches, and now nobody likes the Herschel Walker trade. This has become called the Great Train Robbery. There was a little caveat with that trade. For all those guys that the Minnesota Vikings send them, if the Cowboys were to cut them before the next season, those were turned into first-round picks. Guess what the Cowboys did? They cut every single one of those motherfuckers.
Screw you! You're fired!
Got 4 first-round picks, and they turned that into 5 first-round picks and like 6 second-round picks. Completely reshuffled the direction that the Cowboys were going, and they ended up winning 3 Super Bowls after that. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen right now. I'm just saying this is why it's too early to say that this is a loss or a dub for the Cowboys. Only time will tell. At least they got 2 first-round picks. Let's see what they do with it. That's it. But what is Jerry Jones thinking? Where's Jerry Jones thinking? That's what I want to know. Why wait so late? Why didn't you do it during the draft?
Somebody said that, but maybe he likes something in this draft, so that's why he's doing it now. Could be, or maybe it's for another move during the season. But what, I don't know, because I feel like this team is a lot more than just a quarterback.
This team's it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I mean, now I'm thinking the Packers are the second best team in the
NFC.
No, in the division. I actually still have the Vikings above them a little bit.
I still do. Because at the end of the day, it's the quarterback play that's going to decide that division.
I know that. I know that.
And if JJ comes out to play, then that's going to be a hell of a division right there, boy. That's going to be a hell of back and forth.
But now the pressure's on. We are the Pressure Podcast, so we know pressure. Micah Parsons, you better get no less than like 13, 15 sacks a season for the next 3 years for you to earn this money.
So your ass, boy.
Because they're going to call you out on it, all right? Now all eyes are on you. Because if the Cowboys end up replacing you and doing better without you, we're going to look at you and your podcast and start trolling. We're not even going to pay attention to anything you say. We're just going to troll all day, all night, like there's no tomorrow.
And believe it or not, Skip Bayless is actually, he loves the move.
Oh, I'm sure because Skip, used to be
Skip doesn't even like Micah like that because he thinks Micah's just, like I said, he's kind of distracting the team to what they need to be focused on. It's not just you, Micah, it's everyone.
Skip Bayless used to be their reporter for like 20 years, so he knows the ins and outs of that organization. Is that he ended up blowing up with ESPN, and now he's who he is. But that man was everywhere. That man was covering Michael Jordan. After covering the Cowboys, he was sent to cover Michael Jordan's last three-peat, not knowing that it was going to be a three-peat. After and while he was there, Sammy Sosa breaks a fucking home run record with Mark McGwire. So he did a double whammy there. Then they sent him to San Francisco to cover, what was it? It was Barry Bonds. It was in 2000. He was sent there. And in 2001, he ended up seeing 73 home runs. Skip Bayless was there for Ali Frazier. Skip Bayless was there for Ali Foreman. Skip Bayless was there for fucking a lot of shit. This man, you could call him a lot of shit, but the man was there in a lot of plays. You'll see pictures. That man was literally there.
He's a legend.
He really doesn't lie. He'll admit a few things to fit his narrative. I'll give you that, but that's not lying. He'll never lie to you. He's a very godly man, and we all miss Skip and Shannon. Anybody says it doesn't is just bullshit, and we all know that. I think they should put in Stephen A. Skip and Shannon.
It looks like Skip. No, it looks like Skip's doing a show with Gilbert Arenas.
We'll see. Cool, but
something different.
A few things have changed in Fox. You know what I'm saying? Joy Taylor then got fired. Now there's no morning TV show except for ESPN First Take. They dominated. And First Things First, the one that dominates the afternoon. That's my favorite one. Even though I don't like Nick Wrong. Fuck you, Nick Wrong. I love you, but fuck you, Nick Wrong. And there's just not that many options anymore. I thought Keyshawn and Paul Pierce and Joy Taylor were doing a good thing, but apparently what Joy Taylor's been accused of has some truth to the rumor, I guess.
If Paul Pierce was doing them crazy takes like that, talking about that he's a better scorer than Jordan and shit, I'm like, what the fuck? No.
You seen the
You're bugging.
The Twitter beef now is Jason Whitlock versus Joy Taylor. Now that she's out of Fox, she's talking her shit. She's talking her shit. Whenever they mention Whitlock keeps talking shit. What's up? How you doing, brother? King Jamie in the house. Let's go.
Give me a hell yeah!
Kansas City represented. What's up, brother? We're over here talking the Micah Parsons trade. It's just unbelievable. I knew that he was going to get the deal. $188 million. I didn't know that much. $47 per year. He's the highest paid non-QB ever in QFL history. I just didn't know it was going to be a green team to pay him. I thought it was going to be the Stars, but
I personally don't think he should be making more than Myles Garrett, but
yeah,
that's just me.
I'm not a Cowboy hater or a Cowboy fan. I can care less. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And why do it now? Why didn't you do it back when there was a draft? Maybe you could have got more picks.
Why you say that, King Jamie? Why does it crack you up?
Because he didn't. Nobody expected that. Now, right before the season was about to begin, nobody expected that. No, everybody expected eventually Jerry Jones to fold and pay him what he wants, like he always does. This came out. This was a DJ Scratch moment.
Be cool, nigga.
This was. I mean, literally.
What the fuck?
I don't know how else to say it. I didn't expect this. To the Packers of all team, The Packers are the team that owns them in the playoffs. The Packers have beaten the Cowboys when there was Brett Favre versus Troy Aikman. Then it was the same thing when it was Aaron Rodgers versus Tony Romo. Then when Dak Prescott replaced Tony Romo, Aaron Rodgers still did it again, and then Jordan Love just did it two seasons ago, or maybe the season before last.
Maybe because nobody was stupid enough to give up 2 picks for Parsons.
No, I'm sure a lot of more teams would have had it been before the draft. It's kind of late now, bro. Not many people have cap space anymore. Usually it's only the sorry teams. I'm sorry to say it like that. I don't mean to disrespect teams, but the teams that are not that good, is better said, that are not that elite yet. There's a lot of teams that could afford him, but he don't want to go to a team that can't win right now. He wants to go to a contender, and the only contender I guess that was able to do it was the Packers, because it's only a week left till the season begins. It's just way too late. Way too late. The Packers were just, lucky. They're just lucky. I promise you, had he did this back in the draft, a lot of other teams could have made a better offer. It's just that right now, who has this cap space? They already signed their free agents. They already made the draft picks. Nobody foresaw a trade possible with Micah Parsons after, training camp began. So it just doesn't make any sense. But hey, the Cowboys did it to themselves. I'm going to laugh my ass off when the Green Bay Packers host. They're going to host. They're not going to go to Jerry World. They're going to host the Packers in their house, and they're going to kick their ass again. The Packers own the Cowboys, and that's all you can say about it. I mean, I'm sorry. They've owned you since the Brett Favre days, man. Matter of fact, fuck that shit. To win the first Super Bowl, guess who the Green Bay Packers had to beat to get to the Super Bowl? Take a wild guess. It was a famous play because it was a frozen tundra. It was the most coldest game in QFL history. This was the coldest game. It was 1960, I think 65 or 66? 66. The first Super Bowl ever. So before that game, they had to beat the Cowboys. So they've been doing this since Bart Starr. Go Birds. What's up, Jake?
Hell yeah, go Birds, baby.
Yeah, no, man. The Cowboys. I'm gonna laugh when the Packers beat them in their own house. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs again, because this has been happening throughout their history. The Cowboys are owned by the Green Bay Packers. It's not Jerry Jones. It's not Jerry Jones.
Fatality.
Yeah, that's bad.
I know. For the Packers to get to the Super Bowl, in the NFC Championship game of that year, it was against the Green Bay Packers. The very first Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. If you look up who the Packers beat to get to face you in the Super Bowl, it was the Dallas Cowboys. This is their signature. I think it was 2 years in a row too.
That's true.
I think it was 2 years in a row because the first 2 Super Bowls the Green Bay won. I know they faced you guys one time, and then they faced the Raiders, and then it was the New York Trash versus the Baltimore Colts. But the Green Bay Packers own the Cowboys since history, so I'm going to laugh my ass off. I mean, the Green Bay Packers was the best team regardless. It wasn't because one conference was better than the other, because back then it wasn't conferences. It was the AFL versus the NFL. It was 2 different leagues. The Super Bowl came about because to see who had the better teams, and apparently Green Bay Packers, so it was the NFL. But then when the New York Trash guaranteed the Super Bowl and won, they ended up deciding to merge, and now you have the current state you have. That's why you have the AFC and the NFC. Back then, it was just the NFL. There was no different. There was just divisions.
Lombardi Trophy.
That's why it's called the Lombardi Trophy, because he won the first 2. He represented for the NFL.
That's a reason.
But when Joe Namath happens, when Jamie wants to go live, he'll do it. Don't worry, bro. No, because back when you had what was his name, Lamar Hunt. That was the name of your old coach. The AFC trophy when you win the AFC Championship game, it's called the Lamar Hunt Trophy. Lamar needs to get one of those. Yep. Lamar Jackson needs to get one of
Yes, another night, bitch.
a Lamar Hunt Trophy. We're gonna call it the Lamar Jackson Trophy for a year. The Lamar Jackson Trophy for the best player in the NFL. He just has to get it done in the playoffs. That's all. All right. Enough of the Micah Parsons, because I mean it's that weird mind shock. You know what I'm saying? I was at work and I heard that shit. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I'm thinking, wait a minute. A week before the preseason, I mean the season begins, it's a little late. I didn't even know what they got for him, and why the Packers out of all teams. And I guess it's because they didn't have that many options. But why the Packers out of all the teams? Why the Packers? Why Green Bay? Jerry Jones is going senile, bro. That's the only explanation. Actually, that man's going senile. If I was him, I'm not giving it to the Green Bay Packers, the 49ers, or anybody in my fucking division. That's the number. That's just, you know what I'm saying, the priority list right there. To me. I would think so, but I don't know. That was just me. But the man likes to gamble with his business, so let's see what he does. Let's see. But he's a gambler.
We shall see.
We shall see. So let's get to the top 10 fantasy quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers. So why don't you start off with all three, because I have them all in group together. So go ahead.
Okay, let's start it off with the quarterbacks then. My quarterbacks. My top 10 quarterbacks for fantasy are Lamar, Josh Allen.
He said, coming from a Birds fan, I hope Jerry Jones lives forever.
Hey, facts.
Fatality.
Get him the fuck out of here, man.
Shout out to Jake for that one.
Funny
Yes.
as hell, man. Hell yeah, bro. I need that.
Be cool, nigga.
Go Birds. Go
Talk that
Birds.
sass, nigga. Talk that sass.
Talk that sass, Jake. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Okay, so at 1 I have Lamar. At 2 I have Josh Allen. At 3 I have Jalen Hurts. At 4 I have Jaden Daniels. At 5 I have Joe Burrow. At 6 I have Pat Mahomes. At 7 I put Baker. At 8 Murray. 9 Bo Nix, and 10 CJ Stroud. Those are my top 10. I looked for like dynamic quarterbacks who can do a little bit of both.
And then go to running back and wide receiver. Go to all, because I have them all grouped too.
Oh, got you. Okay, so at wide receiver, my top 10 wide receivers are Justin Jefferson. Number 2, Jamar Chase. 3, CeeDee Lamb. 4, Amon-Ra St. Brown. 5, Malik Neighbors. 6, Puka Nacua. 7, Drake London. 8, A.J. Brown. 9, Brian Thomas. And 10, Mike Evans.
Yo, these guys going ham in there. But King Jamie, he's not ranking his quarterback as top of bottom. It's fantasy. It's for fantasy football.
Yeah, these are fantasy. These are just in fantasy.
All right.
And then fantasy running backs are Saquon, 1, Gibbs, 2, Jonathan Taylor, 3, 4, Derrick Henry. Oh, 5, Bijan Robinson. 6, Kyron Williams. 7, Bucky Irving. 8, James Cook. 9, Josh Jacobs. And 10, I went with A-Chain.
Devon A-Chain? I can't trust that, man. I could take him if it's 10.
Like if all these come off the board and he's still there. The thing is, he's not gonna be there.
He's like 20.
Because he's like
20 to me, and I hope he's not there. I hope somebody else takes him. Good for me.
No, I just hope he's there after these 10 I mentioned. I doubt it though, because they got him like 4th or 5th.
I don't know why they should have him like 20th. I don't trust that man. I don't trust.
Barkley's is one.
I don't trust him like I don't trust Jerry Jones running my football team. I promise you that much. All right, so let's get to my fantasy top 10. I got at quarterbacks Lamar and Josh Allen. To me, they're number ones. Joe Burrow, if he has a good year, but I don't know. Joe Burrow scares me because every other leap year, I guess, every other year he fucking gets hurt and misses a lot of time. So I don't like it. But if when he's right there. Then I got Jalen Hurts, JD5, and Baker. Purdy and Dak, just because they play in very good systems, and then Mahomes, obviously, when he's on his best, he'll be way up higher. And then Jared Goff. At running back, it's pretty easy. I got Saquon. I put Bijan there because he has way more opportunities because he has a rookie quarterback now. I mean, to me, he's still a rookie quarterback because he hasn't played a full season. Jahmyr Gibbs, because he also gets a lot and he plays in an offensive friendly. King Henry, he's just who he is. CMC, if healthy, stays there. If not, he drops. Kyron Williams, you don't know what he is. He's like CMC Jr. to me, except black. Then you got Austin Gianti. I think he's going to be very good with Pete Carroll in him. You got Josh Jacobs, Jared Cook, and then Pacheco. Wide receivers, for me, is pretty simple. Chase, Jetta, Amon-Ra, Puka, Malik. BT is Brian Thomas Jr. for Jacksonville. A.J. Brown, Drake London, Lad McConkey, and I put Mike Evans in there. These are guys that usually don't get hurt that much other than CMC and guys that, you know what I'm saying, are pretty steady.
And, watch out for Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin.
Because he's not even on these lists, and that's insane. That, like, if you can get him late, like a little bit later, that's crazy.
So I got we got a top 10 I know you guys are going to like. This is going to be top 10 catches, all right, of all time. So here's LeBron's right here.
Personal favorites. Let's put it like
personal
that.
favorites.
My personal
top
favorites.
10 catches.
Yeah.
Here's LeBron's. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's start at. All right.
I know your order, so I just put them all together.
Let's start it at San Antonio Holmes, the Super Bowl catch against the Arizona Cardinals. That was one of the greatest catches I've ever seen, especially in that moment, because it was so clutch. It was so clutch to make that play that late in a game. Fans, the jitters, the pressure that he was able to make that catch is incredible. Anyways, going on. Odell Beckham. I mean, like, I saw this live. So when I seen this live, I couldn't, like, my jaw dropped. Like, I was like, what the fuck? What did I just see? What the hell did I just see him do? That guy was amazing when he was out there. Odell Beckham, by the way. I looked like at a bunch of highlights, and all I see this man doing. I think he catches the ball more one-handed than he does two hands. So on to the next. I got Edelman's catch in the Super Bowl as well against Atlanta. Famous comeback. Great catch. On to the next. As you can see, my man AJ Green is mossing like four jerseys right there trying to grab on him, and he still pulls that ball back. So that was an insane catch. I saw that too. I saw that live as well. Jetta, that should have been an interception, and he literally just like took that from him. But that just shows the way he competes. On to the next, I got David Tyree. I mean, what the hell, like, I seen it. Remember when they made the Justin Timberlake doing all this? He put the like bubble gum on the. That, like, you literally thought that this nigga had like stickum on the helmet there, the way he held on to that ball. That was insane. So then moving on, I got Megatron mossing 3 Bengals. The Bengals ever had good DBs? I mean, goddamn. On to the next.
Be cool,
I have
nigga.
Pickens with the reverse Odell Beckham, I guess you could say. What was that like the? So that was insane. And then I got Smitty last year. Incredible catch against the Jaguars. He like the footwork, incredible catch. And then the last one, Julio over a legend, Luke Kuechly. I mean, that catch. And not only did he catch, he mossed him and then he ran it in for a touchdown. So I'm like, yeah, those are my 10 right there, sir.
Yes, and
Those are my 10.
DeAndre Hopkins is nice. We ain't gonna use him that much like that. He's gonna run he's gonna be on the field like 70 to 80% of the time. But I don't expect him to get thrown at too much. But I'm sure he'll, you know what I'm saying, help us out and make do what we do. Give me your on the comments. Give me your favorite catches. So here are my favorite catches here. Okay, get ready, cause here it comes.
Give me a hell yeah!
Like him, I have the OBJ one hand there. Obviously, is a must. The Tyree, dope dealing David Tyree. I call him a dope dealer because David Tyree was a nobody. He was a guy that didn't really mean shit to the New York Giants whatsoever.
Be cool, nigga.
And I'm not lying. That man actually was known because he had dropped like 6 passes in the last few weeks. So out of all people to make this catch is crazy. But there's nothing wrong with the helmet. There was nothing sticky about it, nothing. He was gonna bring it down, but the problem is that he had too many hands trying to slap it away. He just kept it on his helmet. That's why. If you look at the replay, you'll see he could have dropped it down if he wanted to. He just kept it up there just because there was just too many hands. Big pause. Then you got Mario Manningham, the Super Bowl catch over there. That was on the tiptoe sideline. You know what I'm saying? It was at the end of the game. It was clutch. Then I got the Julio Jones, but a completely different one. I got the one in the Super Bowl where he had to outstretch, and if you see with his fingertips is how he catches this ball and tiptoes to get that. It's the greatest catch I've ever seen that's not a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Then Santonio Holmes touchdown catch. That was the exact same thing Julio did, but as a touchdown. Then I have my favorite, Smitty, is the dagger. Because the announcer set it up perfectly. You see Jalen Hurts look left, look right, looks deep, cocks, boom, going for the dagger. That is McDuffie. That is not a bum right there for Kansas City. That's their best cornerback. And he's going to slap at his hands as soon as he catches it, and nothing bobbled. That was a dagger. Sorry, King Jamie, I know it's salt on the wounds, but sorry, it's one of my favorite catches. The next one is Hollywood Brown against the Tennessee Titans. Yes, we lost that game. Yes, we got blown out at home. Yes, it was very, very disappointing. But like I told a lot of people, it wasn't on all Lamar. Number one, we had no answer for Derrick Henry on defense. And number two, we were suffering from drop passes from everybody for some reason. Another Raven thing. Except for Hollywood Brown. He was catching everything, including this one-hander right here. Then my next one is against the Kansas City Chiefs. Lamar's self-catch in the AFC Championship game the year before last. Lamar threw a pass that got tipped by, I think it was Chris Jones. I don't know who. But Lamar was able to go and beat that Kansas City Chief there and take it for a first down. That's one of the greatest catches I've ever seen. Then my favorite two. Jacoby's 70-yard at the Mile High Miracle. We were about to lose this game. The season's over. Ray Lewis had announced he was going to retire. And Joe Flacco cocks it deep. Some Denver Bronco did not pay attention to Jacoby Jones' highlights because I don't know how he got behind him. Jacoby Jones takes it and runs into the house. They go to overtime and win. And then we go to the Super Bowl. This is my favorite catch of all time. R.I.P. Jacoby Jones. This man went up for a nice long pass, then did a comeback because Joe Flacco was in trouble. The Niners defense, I don't know what happened, but nobody touched Jacoby Jones when he caught the ball. So he just stood up, twisted out. He spun around from Whitner, I think it was.
That was Dante Whitner.
Dante Whitner. He spun him around, met this guy, did a little shimmy, and then ran it all the way to a touchdown. Ravens win. My top 10 catches of all time right there.
That was good.
All right.
And King Jamie, yes, we would have put Randy Moss on there, but man, that guy's, I mean, he does it so much.
Yes. But King Jamie, I invite you, no. Forget invitations. We always invite each other. I challenge you to come in either on your live or me on my live. Ravens Chiefs week 4. We got to do a live stream while watching the game. We got to do it. How can we not? We don't get this off.
300 civics with spoonage.
That's a good one right there, boy.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it, man.
And talk that shit.
Because I remember you guys were. It was Bills Chiefs. You guys were watching it together, you, your boy, and I was like, well, whenever we do the Ravens, why don't we do one
Yes,
of those?
that is a challenge.
Yes, a challenge, man, a challenge, but not really a challenge, just a collab for when the Ravens and the Chiefs. I just want to call it a challenge just for kicks and giggles. All right, so let's get to the top 10 nerd movies. Your top 10 movies that have nothing to do with sports, nothing to do with drama or gangsters or horror flicks, just nerd shit, okay? What you got?
Willy Wonka.
I did not expect that at all. There's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't expect that.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to say it right now.
No, ain't no shame in that. I just didn't expect that at all.
It's my favorite movie. Like, I can watch that movie 1,000 times and I get tired of it. Shout out to my brother Dean. He's the one who put me on that shit. It's just dope ass movie. Star Wars. I put okay, so it's not all nerd. It's not all nerd because like as far as nerd movies, I guess you could say like T2, right? I put that in there.
Terminator?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. All right. Cool. So The Replacements.
Yep.
I love that movie. Back to the Future.
But The Replacement is more of a sports movie, as you know.
Yeah, I know. Armageddon.
Go ahead.
Armageddon.
Okay.
I put Django in there.
All right.
I'm missing one. I am missing one here. Because I put another one in there, but I can't use that one.
No, go ahead and use it.
I put Goodfellas in there.
Gotcha. Nah, this is that Goodfellas ain't nerd, man.
I don't watch too many of those, like.
Yeah, you do. You watch every single one of these that I have up here.
Yeah, I know.
In here, I got Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's not like.
The reason why is not just because of Jean-Claude Van Damme, not because it was a funny movie. I don't care. A lot of people disrespect it. I love it, and Raul Julia kills his bison, okay? Then I got Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, to me, is the best fighting game movie of all time. The original one. They did it well. They had the tournament right. They had the right characters. Raiden was good. Goro and Shang Tsung. No, this is a good movie. Then Transformers. The World Transformers, I never thought I could see it in, like, CGI this good. I thought it was going to be corny. Nah, this shit was well made. This is a very good thing. Jurassic Park and all the Jurassic Park films after that, it's just a complete thing. To me, Jurassic Park is a top 5 movie of all time. Then I got Star Wars, the entire thing, but my favorite is A New Hope. Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is a movie that I wanted to see just because it's been a while since I've seen a superhero movie, and it was rated R, the first one I ever seen in my life. I had no idea it was going to be that kick-ass. I had no idea it was going to be that kick-ass. That was one of my favorite movies. But one thing that stings about it is that Hit Girl, which is my favorite character in Kick-Ass, should have been Robin a long time ago, but fuck me Christopher Nolan for that one. Captain America is my favorite Marvel movie of all time, the first Avenger. Agent Carter is beautiful, but this is one for the good guys. This is a good. You know how the nice guys finished last? Well, Captain America was that guy, and I thought it was just a well-made movie. And obviously World War II and Nazi and all that shit. Hell, Hydra, that shit's always nostalgic. X-Men, I love the X-Men. That's my favorite out of all the Marvels. Not that my favorite movie, it's just my favorite comics out of all the Marvels. I like it over Spider-Man and all that shit. Then I like Spider-Man. It's one of the best superhero movies of our generation, but Batman reigns supreme always. Always. And it doesn't matter which Batman. I like every single one of them. Anything Batman, that's my thing.
What Spider-Man is that, though?
That one was Spider-Man 2.
Okay. That's from the originals?
No, that's the one where they break this girl's back.
So that's like the newest ones.
No, that was like there was the original 3. Then there was another 2 that came out after that, and then came the one that you see now with the MC Universe.
Okay, so you're talking about the ones in between.
Remember the one with the lizard?
Yeah.
Okay, the sequel, the one with Jimmy Fox. That was that one.
Okay. Yeah, that was lit.
But that's not my favorite. It's just all Spider-Man. I wasn't putting my favorite one movie. I was just saying, out of all the nerds, all the Star Wars, all the Batman, all the Jurassic Park, that's how I had it. Yes, I've been a Star Wars fan from the moment I saw it for the first time. The funny thing is,
That's what I had to
King
do.
Jamie. The funny thing is, in the Bronx, I used to it wasn't Blockbuster, but it was a rental. It was a video rental and all that shit. But I never rented movies. All I did was rent video games. That's all I cared for. It wasn't until I moved down to Florida where we went to Blockbuster. And the one thing is, I always concentrate on video games anymore, but on TNT. In New York, we didn't have TNT. We just had illegal cable, so I could watch whatever I wanted. But here, we had TNT. We didn't have illegal cable anymore. We just had whatever the cable was. And TNT was one of those channels where you could watch movies. And the movie that played the most is Star Wars, but they never play the sequels. All they play is Star Wars: A New Hope. That's the only one. So I didn't know that there were sequels. Till I went to Blockbuster one day and I realized that there were more.
Damn.
So I started watching and renting them over and over and over again. And finally, when my mom got tired of it, she's like, "Yo, watch another movie." The new Star Wars was coming out, the one with the Darth Maul and the double lightsaber. So I grew up in the best time for Star Wars. I just caught it at the right time. So I had 3 new movies to look out for. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, dog. That's what's up.
But for years, I had no idea they had a sequel. I just kept watching the same one all over and over again.
That's fun.
Literally for 10 years, all I knew was New Hope. I had no idea The Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi even existed. I had no idea. So it was just meant to happen. Yeah, there was no Netflix back then. There was none of that shit. We had Blockbuster. For those who know, like I said, rated M for millennials. Millennials know Blockbuster.
Give me a hell yeah!
Attack of the Clones. That was a good ass.
Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is good just because I love Natalie Portman. That's my baby. But I know I'm not a one woman type of man. I'm the cheat. Okay, so I go with Agent Carter from Captain America. Then I go to, you know what I'm saying, Black Widow. Then I jump up to somebody else. There's always somebody, a new baby somewhere. Halle Berry in the Flintstones. It's just so many. Salma Hayek. They torture me, man. They torture me.
How did
I
this
love women.
turn to?
I just don't understand what possesses a man to want another man, but I'll never understand.
Cool, nigga.
That's just not up for me. I'm not a gay hater or nothing. I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. With all these gorgeous creatures that I want to grab on, I don't understand it. But I think we're going to call it here, guys, before we start lagging. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Once again, Micah Parsons is a Green Bay Packer. He's now the highest paid non-QB ever, $188 million a year. That means $47 a year per average, basically.
That means you better drop down and give me 25.
25 sacks a season, baby. He ain't gonna do it. But all right, y'all, King Jamie, everybody, we will see you Saturday. Saturday, we will make our predictions for every division. Who will make the playoffs, who won't, who will win the division, and who won't. We're also going to make our weekly Mortal Kombat-inspired tower rankings.
Finish him.
Before the QFL season begins. And we will also recap the, I think it's Ohio State versus Texas. We will be recapping that on Saturday. So we'll see you then. Take care, gentlemen, and appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.